I think most people's understanding of both the deep web and the dark web comes out of stories like the Silk Road bust, where everyone's talking about it in the context of, Ross Ulbricht and what he did, and, how do I now get to this deep web or dark web? And it's always, in most cases, it's tied into crime of some kind. Now, the folks at Wired made a really good point. There's really not much on the dark web you can't find on the surface. I mean, all of these things are out there. There are people selling drugs in the regular web. There are people, distributing illicit pornography on the surface web. It's just that the technologies that the dark web provides allow you a certain amount of anonymity. And that's why people will gravitate to these systems, because they'd like to continue to do what they're doing, despite the fact that it's illegal. So
this is that anonymity that you're referring to, that we've been discussing in some programs where sometimes it can be broken.
Definitely, and that's another good point, is that law enforcement is not completely without options when hunting down people who are using technologies like Tor. There are ways to still de-anonymize people. If that wasn't the case, we never would have arrested Ross Ulbricht, because they were able to tie his identity to his Dread Pirate Roberts pseudonym on the Silk Road. So it's not a complete barrier to law enforcement. It does present certain challenges, but it's not as if someone goes into the deep web and sets up a hidden service and they're invisible to the police and no one can touch them. That's another misconception, is that people are like this. There's this magical something that provides these people the ability to do things without any sort of way of that law enforcement can respond.